Oh dear, game week 17, a bad week. I had a terrible score this week. Ended up with 37 points, which is, a long way short of what I'm usually shooting for, which is, 50 points. And this week's average was 43, so I'm well short of that too. My game week rank was around 4.1 million out of 5.9, which is kind of terrible. My overall rank has fallen by around 100k, so I'm kind of out at 263k-ish, I think. I've got a lot of injury problems now, players out of form, so there's tons of transfers that I'd love to be able to make that I can't. Yeah, all round. Kind of sucks. But look, I won my cup game at least, which is good, I guess. It kind of takes you back into next week for that competition. Okay, let's walk you through my team. Let's start with Wayne Hennessy, who was injured and didn't even play. And I've been playing with a kind of risky strategy of not having a viable backup goalkeeper on the bench, and that really bit me this weekend. So I was saving money by holding Boric on the bench, but he's never playing. Earlier in the season I had played with two viable goalkeepers, and I've just been trying to get my money to work as hard as possible, and that came to bite me. So 0 points for Hennessy. Obviously his replacement Guaita ended up getting a clean sheet. It's one of the reasons why I was quite happy to play Hennessy this weekend, because I thought Palace had a shot against Leicester. They have a pretty good record against them, and so it turned out, but missed out there. So Hector Bellerin came off at half-time, conceded a couple of goals. Matt Doherty got a clean sheet, first one in a long while, so well done to him. Marcus Alonso, 1 point. Andrew Robertson, 2 points. Raheem Sterling started on the bench, thanks again Pep, but came off the bench to score, which is good, so he got 6. Christian Eriksen started on the bench, came off the bench to score, so good for him, but both Pep and Poch are not helping me out here. Bernardo Silva played the whole game, didn't look like he was getting into the game from an attacking sense at all. Quite disappointed by the way he played, 2 points. Aubameyang, 2 points. Chicharito, who I captained because I really liked West Ham's chances up against that leaky Fulham defence, and it was a pretty good call to make. He got an assist. Obviously West Ham won that game quite comfortably. It was a bit of a gamble move. I was really going for a differential captain, and of all the things that went wrong this weekend, that wasn't the worst. I don't own Hazard, but Salah blanked, he would have been a captain option. Kane just got an assist, which is what Chicharito did. Oba blanked. So captaining Chicharito, I don't mind too much. His 5 points will double to 10. That's okay. And then finally, Callum Wilson started on the bench, came off the bench, got 1 point. So overall, just issues. There's injury issues, players getting rotated, and I think right now there's not. Because of that rotation, I don't really feel comfortable almost captaining anyone, which is frustrating. I mean, I began the season thinking that the way to play this game is to just make sure you have both Salah and Aguero and pick one of those to captain each week, and you'll do fine. And now I have neither of them, and I'm a little bit lost going into the weekend. I want to be able to captain Sterling on a consistent basis, but he's not getting picked on a consistent basis. So it's making that really tough. Okay, let's talk through a few of these games. Man City 3, Everton 1. Beyond the headlines here, I think Dean did very well. He got an assist for Calvert-Lewin's goal, and he had a couple of other chances where he got forward well. So he's definitely worth, I think, the hype in the game around him. Richarlison really should have scored. Frustrated that he kind of missed a good volley chance from a Dean cross. Obviously, Jesus did great. Got a couple of goals. Sane looked amazing again. It's just beating players comfortably, delivering great crosses, finishing well himself. I mean, I've got so many issues to address in my team, but I think I just have to bring him in this week, especially with the Palace game coming up. Because it pains me to say this, but, Man City should thump Palace. And I might even go with a 3 Man City midfield option going into next week of Sané, Sterling and Silva, because I see them getting 5. I'm very conflicted saying that, but that's kind of where I'm at the moment. But Pep's rotation is killing me. It's killing me. Okay. Spurs 1, Burnley 0. No Son or Eriksen to start. Thank you, Poch. I felt really good about picking Son. When Son came off the bench, he did really well. He looked very lively. He almost got a couple of goals or assists himself. Obviously, I was really pleased that Eriksen did get the goal. Kane got the assist with that. Kane probably should have had a penalty as well. It was very unlucky. Got brought down in the box. It looked like a clear pen to me. Lamella looked wasteful. But other than that, I still feel good about Son, and feel really bad about the decision to bring in Eriksen, although thankfully this week that paid off for me. But Son and Eriksen and Kane all still look like good options. Crystal Palace 1, Leicester 0. Obviously I watched this game the whole way through. Great 3 points for Palace, very happy with that, but I mean they really didn't offer much at all other than the long range kind of wonder strike that Luka Milivojevic hit. Leicester had some good chances. Guaita, the Hennessy replacement, made some good saves, but Leicester were a bit unlucky in this one. Maddison was pretty quiet. Vardy had a good chance to score, just was unlucky to hit the post. Huddersfield versus Newcastle. It really looked like Billing is really the only bright spot for Huddersfield. He's kind of making all the running and hitting free kicks well and driving into the box and trying to score. But overall they look pretty poor. As did Newcastle. I mean they've picked up some great results recently, but got a little lucky with the breakthrough for the goal. Rondon finished it very well. They got unlucky with their second, what should have been their second. Perez had a goal ruled offside, which should have really been a goal to give them a 2-0 win. Not really feeling good about any of the options on this team, either teams, except for maybe Rondon and Billing. Maybe even Perez is worth a shout. He seems to be getting around the goal a little bit more consistently than he was before. But overall, still not too excited by either of these teams. Wolves 2, Bournemouth 0. Jimenez. I kind of write him off and I write Wolves off as just not being goal-scoring teams, but he's a great value option. I think I might be in there soon to get him, especially with the rotation that's happening. I kind of want players that are just first on the team sheet every week, and no one's pushing his spot really. And if he's scoring goals, he's Wolves' main striker. Costa did well too, looked very lively. He got an assist for Cavallero's goal, I think, and could have had a couple of goals himself. Although Bournemouth, it's got to be said, Bournemouth actually played pretty well in this game. I don't think they are dead. I think they will be back soon and scoring goals, but they've had a terrible run of results. Once Callum Wilson's fit again and hopefully he and King and Fraser start firing again, I think that Bournemouth team will be worth having assets in again. Watford 3, Cardiff 2. Some pretty amazing goals in this game. Delafeu looked amazing. He scored a great goal, got an assist. Pereira had great chances too. He had a couple that were well saved. By Etheridge, looked like he had a good game, despite conceding 3. And Holobas got a great goal as well. A fixture on paper that looked pretty unattractive, I think. Ended up being probably one of the more entertaining games of the weekend. Southampton 3, Arsenal 2. Oh look, there's Arsenal's defence again. Just terrible. Just cannot keep a clean sheet. Really inconsistent. I've got Hector Bellerin. I should have got him out of my team long before now. He's injured now, so it gives me the perfect opportunity to get him out. Great finishes from Danny Ings for Southampton's first 2 goals. Good cross from Matt Targett for the first one. Mkhitaryan got a little bit lucky with his second one. It was a good header for the first one, but the second one took a big deflection and ended up in the back of the net. I wouldn't be rushing out to buy him anytime soon. Although the way my season's going, maybe that's it. Maybe you shouldn't listen to a thing I say and just go and grab him for next weekend. I don't know what Leno, the Arsenal goalkeeper, was doing for Southampton's winner. He's thrown the game away for them. I think his positioning was poor when the ball went out wide, and then was running to claw it across. That if he'd stayed anywhere near his goal line, he would have just had the ball land pretty safely in his arms. I think it's just crazy. I think he's been a good goalkeeper most of the season, but that was crazy. And as a Palace fan, I'm annoyed that Arsenal would give up all 3 points like that. Just surrender them. It's just frustrating. Brighton 1, Chelsea 2. Brighton fans, I guess, get to watch both of their teams here, so they were going to be happy either way. Hazard obviously looks great. He doesn't get rotated. He doesn't play in the Europa League. He gets attacking points, even if they're assists, pretty consistently. I'm starting to feel like I need Hazard in my team. I think that would have made the difference for me this weekend if I'd had him, and as a captain option, that would have been good. Although, would I have captained him? Brighton have got a fantastic home record. I mean, I think they're a rubbish team, but they get results at home, so I'm not sure I would have felt super great about giving Eden Hazard the captain armband in that game. But to those that do, congratulations, because it paid off for you. That was the kind of the play to make this weekend. Marcus Alonso hit a shot off the inside of the post. He really hasn't done much from an attacking point of view for a while, and Chelsea do concede the odd goal, so he's not getting clean sheets all that consistently either. He's another player I'd move on if I can. just too much value sitting on him, and he's just not generating enough points for that. Liverpool 3, Man United 1. Firmino looked bright in this game. He got an assist and had a couple of other chances and looked pretty strong. He's one of those players that I'm thinking about a lot as I try and get back into that Liverpool team. I want Salah back badly, but I'm not sure I can afford him. And it's going to take me a few moves to get there. But Firmino might be a good option instead of Aubameyang. I need to look at the fixtures, but that's definitely something that's on my mind. He's been playing well the last few games. Mane took his goal well, but I've got to say, Liverpool must be the luckiest team in the league that I've seen in a long time. Shaqiri got very lucky with the deflection for his winner, was his first to put Liverpool 2-1 up, and then got lucky again with another deflection to see his shot go in for the third. I mean, these two lucky winners that should have meant that, you know, Liverpool dropped points at home to United, are just, everything's going their way. You think back to the Pickford thing in the derby a couple of weeks ago, and it was just handed points, you know, they're very lucky. And I guess as an FPL manager, you kind of want to be close to that. You know, whether it's luck or not, they are scoring goals. You know, their goals per game has gone up. They're starting to get 3 or 4 goals a game over the last few games now, and even in relatively tough fixtures. So I think having some exposure to Liverpool's attack is definitely something I need to sort out pretty soon. Okay, let's have a look at the 5-5-3 league. I'm still in 6th. I'm amazed I haven't dropped this week, but still in 6th. Been overtaken by Ashik. Muneni's dropped just below me, I think, in this week's scorings, but it's still very close in this league, and we're going to have to see how things shake out over the next couple of game weeks. Mario's still at the top of the league. Put a bit more daylight between him and second place now. He's had a good week with 58 points. That's fantastic. Congrats to Pratik, who's the top scorer this week with 69 points. Let's take a quick look at his team. I mean, he did great. He captained Sterling. He must have been nervous when he saw that Sterling was on the bench. Or in fact, may have not wanted him to come off the bench, but either way, he got Sterling's goal, doubled to 12, and then obviously had the Hazard points as well. If Sterling hadn't come off the bench, those 13 points would have been 26, and he'd have done even better. So he's probably a little bit frustrated with Pep, I imagine. Otherwise, you know, did really well. His value strikers dropped in for him. Jimenez and Rondon both scoring goals and getting bonus points as well. Fabianski did a great job for West Ham at Fulham, made some saves, got a clean sheet, bonus points. Felipe Anderson got an assist, Doherty clean sheet. So yeah, it's a great week. Congratulations, Prati. The team looks really good this weekend. Okay, that's it from me this week. Slightly downbeat after a tough week. Hoping that I can have a better week next time around. Hope you guys did okay. Please hit the thumbs up if you like this video and click to subscribe. Good luck for Game Week 18, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.